Hi, I'm Brad. Today we've got a really good update on the Toyota 86 BRZs. Now, it's not all the time that you get to do a car where the client's willing to take a risk on his ultimate output from a power point of view, knowing that these cars do have a mechanical limitation. But this particular client has decided that he wanted to test the boundaries of the engine and drivetrain. And we've always spoken about what we can provide with our factory warranty guarantees when it comes to forced induction, what you can get from a reliability point of view, but let's just answer the question on just how much grunt can you get out of the Toyota 86 if you want to put a bucket load of boost into it. So this particular car is a good example of that. And I'll get my cameraman to come in a little bit closer. You can see it's not your classic underslung turbo. It's got the top mount turbo, so the oil drains down into the sump. It's got a Turbo Smart wastegate actuator. It's got the airflow meter sensor in the pressure side, which is a bit difficult to put it in the vacuum side because of the forced induction kit. But it's got big intakes, it's got the front mount intercooler, and for all intents and purposes, it's a pretty neat kit with the right amount of parts, even down to simple stuff like the heat shield in place to protect the radiant heat from the turbo, from the back of the radiator and the thermofans. And of course, with this size turbo, it can pump a serious amount of boost. So let's just talk about what else this engine has got done to it. At the moment, it's running big injectors because he wanted to run it on E85. It's got a standard drivetrain, standard rear axles and standard diffs, and the client knows that there is a risk to that. He wants to have some fun in the car and take it to the track. And we've had it here over the last couple of months doing different updates and modifications from an engineering point of view, but that's a separate topic to this car. His final request was push the boundaries of the limits and let's just see how much grunt we can get out of it. And we're pretty pleased to be able to say this car has now got over 260 kilowatts at the wheels when you compare it to the original factory power of about 120 on our dyno, say 120, 130. So now you're talking well over 100 kilowatts net increase at 6,800 RPM. I'll drop a shot of the dyno graph, but let's just talk about the torque. At 4,600 RPM, factory standard torque on this particular model car is 185 Newton meters of torque. That's real tractive power torque, not tractive effort. That's Newton meters measured at the hubs from a mathematical point of view. Because remember, roller dynos work on tractive effort. It's a relationship from a comparison point of view, but not actually a measurement. So let's talk about 185 Newton meters of torque at 4,600 RPM. This car's now got over 420. So even when it's not on boost, this car, as it's progressing onto boost, has already got more torque than factory standard at 2,600. Peak torque comes in at 4,800, then it starts to fall off. You can see the shape of the graph. It holds the power and torque quite well from 4,800 onwards, but we'll drop this picture of the dyno graph into it so you can have a closer look at it in this video. So the thing I want to talk about also importantly, I'm not going to get in on an argument about what's safe, what's reliable. My mate's got this much power, my mate reckoned this, or this blows this up. The bottom line is these engines do have a high compression ratio. There is a reason why they have a high compression ratio. That is because Subaru don't do forced induction on this particular engine, and it is to get maximum torque with a normally aspirated setup. So of course, when you start putting in this much boost, and we're talking about 14 PSI of boost running on 100% E85, you're talking about a lot of combustion pressure, running the offset conrod, running high compression static ratios compared to, say for example, the WRX, which has got a lower static compression ratio even when you do run a lot more boost than that, because we all know the standard WRX one's over 20 PSI boost, but even then when you start pushing them hard, they start bending conrods and punching them out through the block. So let's just look about what we can have fun in this car. The guy's going to have a big smile on his face when he goes and drives it. If you've got a car that's got more or less at the moment, it's a good yardstick to compare to, but it's a good indicator of what you can get done with the Racerom custom tuning technology. And of course, here at MRT, we're pretty proud of the results, whether you're looking for a low boost tune with a factory warranty guarantee or a bit of a weapon with this type of grunt. So follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We'll give you some regular updates. And of course, send us an email, we'll be glad to help. And of course, if you need some custom tuning done anywhere in Australia, you can call on our partners around Australia and we can certainly make sure you get looked after. But for now, my name is Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching.